I'm Jake, just a regular guy from a small town in Ohio, and let me tell you, family's a complicated thing. My younger brother, Ethan, he's always been the star of the show. Me? I'm the guy who shows up with a toolbox when the world's falling apart. So it's a Tuesday evening, around 6 o'clock, and I'm pulling into my parents' driveway in my beat-up Ford pickup. The house looks the same as it did when I was a kid, faded blue siding, a sagging porch, and a lawn that's more weeds than grass. Mom called me earlier, said the internet's down again. Dad can't figure out the router, and apparently, it's my job to save the day. I don't mind, usually. It's what I do, fix stuff, keep things running. But something feels off when I step inside. The living room's dim, just the flicker of a muted TV. Mom's in the kitchen, talking low on her phone, and Dad's pacing by the stairs, looking like he's about to chew through a wall. Nobody says hello. It's like I've walked into a movie scene right before the big fight. I clear my throat and say, "Router acting up again?" Dad barely glances at me, just grunts, "Yeah, it's in the garage. Go deal with it." Mom doesn't even look up, just keeps whispering into her phone. I catch snippets, something about Ethan, bail, money. My stomach twists, but I don't say anything. I head to the garage, toolbox in hand. Down there, surrounded by old paint cans and a busted lawnmower, I'm resetting the router when I hear them through the air vent. Mom's voice is sharp. If Ethan doesn't get out, what then? We can't just leave him. Dad's grumbling about cashing out their retirement account, no hesitation, like it's the only option. I'm standing there, holding a cable, thinking, of course it's Ethan. My brother's been a walking disaster since he was 16, always in trouble, always someone else's fault, always mom and dad to the rescue. I've heard this song before, but emptying their savings? That's a new verse. I get the internet back up, because of course I do, and head upstairs. Dad's waiting by the door, not even a thank you. He just says, "Can you help me move some money from the savings account? Need it quick." No explanation, but I'm not an idiot. I know it's for Ethan. I ask, "You sure about this?" He glares like I'm the one causing trouble. Mom walks in, hangs up her call, and says, "Jake, we need a minute." I nod, step outside to the backyard. The grass is still patchy, same as when I used to play catch with Dad. I scroll my phone, trying not to listen to their muffled arguing inside. Eventually, Dad opens the door and says, "You can leave now." So I do. Driving home, I'm not mad, not yet. It's just the usual, Ethan's the priority, and I'm the guy who fixes the Wi-Fi. But there's this feeling, like a knot in my chest, that maybe this time's different. Maybe I'm tired of being the backup plan. I don't know what's coming, but I know it's not going to be the same old routine. Not after tonight. Life's got a way of hitting you when you're already down. A week after that weird night at my parents' place, I get a call from my doctor. Been having this pain in my knee for months, thought it was just from work. Hauling lumber at the hardware store ain't exactly gentle. Turns out, I need surgery. Nothing life or death, but it's serious enough I'll be off my feet for a bit, and the bills are gonna stack up. I'm not one to ask for help, but I'm in a corner, so I call Dad. Figure maybe they can spot me a loan, just to cover the gap. I'm pacing my tiny apartment, phone to my ear, when he picks up. I explain the situation, keep it short. There's a long pause, then he says, cold as ice, "If we gotta lose one of you, Jake, it's better you than Ethan." My mom's in the background, not missing a beat, saying, "Ethan's our focus. You'll figure it out." I don't yell or cry. I just say, "Good to know where I stand." Dad hangs up. I stare at the wall, phone still in my hand, feeling like I just got punched. I sit on my couch, replaying it. I'm not shocked, not really. Ethan's always been the golden child, new sneakers, extra chances, all the love. Me? I got a pat on the back and a "you're fine." But hearing them say it so plain, like I'm just a spare tire, that cuts deep. I text my buddy Mike, just to get it off my chest. He says, "Man, that's rough. Maybe they're just freaked out about Ethan's mess." I get it, but come on, you don't toss one kid aside because the other's always tripping over his own feet. I don't tell Mike the exact words Dad used. Don't want him thinking I'm fishing for sympathy. That night, I can't sleep. I keep thinking about every time I bailed them out, driving an hour to fix their furnace, covering a bill when Ethan borrowed their cash, resetting their passwords because they can't be bothered to learn. Dad always said, family looks out for each other. Guess that only meant Ethan. By morning, I'm done feeling sorry for myself. Mom texts, all casual, asking if I can swing by to unclog their sink. No mention of the call, no apology. I don't reply. I'm not being petty, I'm just tired. Tired of being the guy they call when they need something, but not the one they care about. I start dodging their calls. Phone buzzes, I see Mom, or Dad, and I let it ring. Ethan tries once, leaves a voicemail. "Yo, Jake, Mom and Dad are stressed. Can you help out?" I laugh, bitter, and delete it. He's got some nerve, acting like I'm the problem. I tell Mike about it over beers, and he says, "You sure you're not overreacting?" I shake my head. They picked their side, man. Something's shifting in me. I've spent years playing the good son, but for what? To be told I'm second string? Nah, I'm done. If they want a handyman, they can call Ethan. I'm not their fix-it guy anymore, and I'm starting to think I never should have been. It's been a couple weeks since that gut-punch phone call with my parents, and I'm still chewing on it. I'm Jake, by the way, just a guy trying to keep his head above water in this mess of a family. After Dad told me I'm less important than Ethan, I stopped jumping every time they called. No more running over to fix their garbage disposal or set up their new smart TV. My phone's buzzing like a hornet's nest, but I'm letting it go to voicemail. Mom's texts start off normal, like, "Can you check the dishwasher?" But I don't bite. Then they get longer, all about how stressed they are, how Ethan's in deep trouble, how family's supposed to stick together. I leave her on read. It's not about being mean. It's about realizing I've been their errand boy for too long. One Sunday, Dad calls, which is rare. Usually, he just texts demands. He's all business, says their bank account's frozen or something. Can I come sort it out? Ethan's got enough on his plate. He adds, like that's my problem. I say, sorry, Dad, I'm tied up. He gets quiet, then snaps, fine, I'll handle it. Click. I stare at my phone, half expecting an apology text, but nothing comes. Mom tries next, leaving a voicemail about how their cable's out, like I'm supposed to drop everything. I delete it. Ethan chimes in, texting, "Yo, you're stressing everyone out. Just help them." I tell him, "You're the star, you deal with it." He fires back, "Don't be a jerk." I block his number. Done with his nonsense. I'm at the hardware store, restocking shelves, when my buddy Mike swings by. He's heard through the grapevine, small town, word travels, that my parents are struggling. "You really ghosting them?" he asks. I shrug. They made it clear who matters. He nods, but looks uneasy, like he thinks I'm taking it too far. I don't care. I'm not doing this for drama. I'm just tired of being used. Growing up, it was always Jake, fix this, Jake, pay that, while Ethan got a free pass. I'm done playing that game. Then I start noticing something. A lot of their stuff, phone plan, electric bill, even their car insurance, is tied to my name. Years ago, they said it was easier because my credit was decent. I never thought twice, just let it ride. Now, I'm thinking it's time to cut those strings. I spend a Saturday on the phone with customer service, removing my name from their accounts. It's a hassle, endless hold music, verifying IDs, but I get it done. I don't tell them. Let them figure it out when the bills come due. If they want to treat me like I'm expendable, they can handle their own mess. I'm not angry, not exactly. Just ready to stop being their safety net. Wonder how long it'll take them to notice. I'm Jake, just a guy from Ohio trying to live my life, but my family's making that real hard. It's been a month since I stopped being their go-to-fix-it man, and things are getting messy. After I took my name off their bills, phone, electric, all that, I figured they'd notice quick. I was right. Mom calls one morning, voice all panicky, saying the power companies sent a shut-off notice. "Why can't we log into the account, Jake?" she asks, like I'm still their tech support. I say, "Call them yourself. They'll sort it out." She gets mad, starts yelling about how I'm letting them down. I tell her, "You said I'm on my own." Works both ways. She hangs up, and I feel this weird calm, like I'm finally standing my ground. Dad tries next, texting a picture of a past due water bill with, "Fix this now." I don't reply. Then Ethan calls from some random number. Guess he figured out I blocked him. He's all, "You're screwing everything up, man. Just help them." I laugh and say, "You're the favorite. You fix it." He curses me out, says I'm making his life harder. I hang up and block that number too. Ethan's always been good at dodging responsibility, leaving me to clean up his messes. Not this time. My buddy Mike texts, says Mom called him, asking if he can talk sense into me. "She sounds freaked," he writes. I tell him, they know what they did. He pushes, says maybe I'm being too harsh, but I shut it down. "You didn't hear what they said, Mike. I'm done." He drops it, but I can tell he's worried. Thing is, I'm not doing this to hurt them. I just realized I've been their crutch forever, paying bills, fixing leaks, bailing Ethan out. They never cared how it weighed on me, so why should I keep carrying them? The real kicker comes when Mom shows up at my apartment. No heads up, just bangs on my door like she's the cops. I open it, and she storms in, eyes red, saying, "You can't do this to us, Jake. Ethan's in trouble, and we're drowning." She tries to guilt me, talking about family loyalty, how Ethan needs them more. I cross my arms and say, "You told me I don't matter. Live with it." She grabs my sleeve, starts crying, but I step back. She yells, "You're heartless," and slams the door on her way out. My neighbor, old Mrs. Carter, peeks out, gives me a look. I just shrug and go inside. I'm starting to see how much they leaned on me. Without me, their house is falling apart, bills unpaid, appliances broken. They're calling every day now, leaving voicemails, texting from weird apps like WhatsApp. Dad even sends a Facebook message, which is wild. He hasn't used that in years. It's all, "We need you, Jake. Just talk to us." I don't answer. If they want help, they can call Ethan. I'm betting he's nowhere to be found, like always. Feels good, in a way, to watch them scramble. But part of me wonders how far this'll go. Hey, it's Jake again, still navigating this mess with my family in Ohio. Things have gone from bad to worse since I stopped being their personal handyman. My parents' house is a wreck, unpaid bills piling up, utilities on the brink of shutoff. Mom's texting me screenshots of overdue notices, like I'm supposed to swoop in and save the day. I don't respond. Dad's calling from every number he can find, his phone, the landline, even my cousins. His voicemails swing from angry to desperate. "Jake, you're tearing us apart. Just help." I let them stack up unanswered. Ethan's nowhere in sight, of course. My brother's got a talent for vanishing when the heat's on, leaving mom and dad to beg me instead. I'm not budging. They made it clear I'm second fiddle, so they can figure it out. My buddy Mike gets roped in again. Mom calls him, crying, saying they might lose the house. He texts me, "Dude, your parents are in deep. You sure about this?" I tell him, they chose Ethan. Let him step up. Mike's hesitant, but backs off. Then my Aunt Linda, who's barely spoken to us in years, sends a long text about family forgiveness. I don't reply. It's weird. My parents used to keep their drama private, but now they're airing it to anyone who'll listen, hoping to guilt me back. I'm at work, stacking lumber, when Dad shows up at the hardware store. First time he's ever done that. He corners me by the paint aisle, face red, saying, "You're acting like a kid. Fix this mess." I keep stacking cans, calm as I can, and say, "You told me I don't count. Deal with it." He slams a fist on a shelf, storms out. Customers stare, but I just keep working. I've been clearing out more of their stuff tied to me. Found an old credit card they use for groceries, racked up a balance, naturally. I paid it off and canceled it, not for them, but to keep my name clean. I'm done letting them drag me down. Mom tries a new angle, showing up at my apartment with a box of my old high school trophies, like that'll soften me up. She's teary, saying, "We need you, Jake." Ethan's struggling. I tell her, maybe he should learn to struggle. She grabs my arm, but I pull away. She calls me selfish and leaves. My neighbor, Mrs. Carter, sees it all, shakes her head. I'm starting to feel like the bad guy, but then I remember Dad's words, "It's better you than Ethan." That keeps me steady. They're calling every day, sometimes 10 times, but I'm not their lifeline anymore. Wonder what they'll do when they realize Ethan's not coming to save them either. I'm Jake, still holding my ground in this family mess. It's been 3 months since I cut the cord, and my parents are spiraling. Their house is a disaster. Power's been cut off once. Water's next. Mom's sending me Venmo requests for random amounts, no explanation, just please. I ignore them. Dad's emailing now, since I blocked his calls. That one with a picture of their empty pantry, captioned, "This is on you." I delete it. They've even hit up my old high school buddy, Tom, asking him to talk to me. He texts, "Your mom's a wreck, man. What's going on?" I tell him, long story. They're on their own. He doesn't push, but I can tell he's confused. Small town like ours, everyone's starting to whisper about the mess at my parents' place. Ethan finally surfaces, calls from a burner phone. He's all, "You're killing mom and dad, Jake. Just fix their stuff like always." I laugh, say, "You're the one they love. You do it." He gets mad, says I'm jealous, always have been. I hang up, block him again. Classic Ethan, screws up, disappears, then blames me. I'm at my apartment, sorting through mail, when I see notices from a collections agency. Turns out, my name's still on an old loan they took out years ago. I spend hours on the phone, getting it cleared, making sure nothing else ties me to them. It's exhausting, but I'm not letting their chaos ruin me. Mom shows up again, no warning, banging on my door. I open it, and she's got this wild look, hair a mess. She shoves a bag of my old clothes at me, says, "You can't abandon us. Ethan's lost. We're losing everything." She's crying, but I'm numb. I say, "You picked him over me. Live with it." She tries to hug me, but I step back. She slaps my shoulder, calls me cruel, then storms off. Mrs. Carter's watching again, probably thinks I'm a monster. I don't care. I go back inside, check my phone. More missed calls, texts from Dad saying, "You'll regret this, Jake." I mute them. I stop by their house one day when I know they're out, grab the last of my stuff. Old tools, a jacket, some books. I leave a note. "Handle your own problems." They're reaching out to everyone now. My cousin, Mike, even my boss. My boss pulls me aside, says, "Your dad called the store." Sounded rough. I just nod, say, "Not my problem." It's weird, seeing them fall apart without me. Part of me thought they'd figure it out, but they're just digging a deeper hole, waiting for me to cave. I won't. They wanted Ethan to be their world. Let him be their hero now. It's Jake, wrapping up this crazy chapter of my life. 4 months in, and my parents are still a mess, but I'm done carrying their weight. Their house is on the edge, bills unpaid, car repossessed last week. Mom's texting every morning, "Just talk to us, Jake," like a broken record. Dad's emails are a mix of threats and pleas. "We raised you better. Help us." I archive them, don't reply. Ethan's gone again, couch surfing somewhere, leaving them to drown. They've called everyone, my aunt, Mike, even random folks I knew in high school. Got a message from an old classmate, Sarah, saying, "Your dad reached out. You okay?" I told her, "I'm fine. They're not my problem." She didn't write back. I had my knee surgery, took out a loan to cover it. Back at work now, limping but managing. It's tough, but I'm free in a way I never was. Last week, Mom showed up at my apartment, last-ditch effort. She brought cookies, like that'd fix anything. She's crying, saying, "We messed up, Jake. Ethan's gone, we're lost." For the first time, I see her, not as the mom who picked Ethan, but as a tired woman who made bad choices. I let her in, we talk. I tell her how it felt, hearing I was expendable. She sobs, says they thought I was strong enough to handle it. I say, "I was, but I'm not your tool." She nods, doesn't fight. Dad emails an apology, short but real. We were wrong. Please, Jake. I don't answer, but I unblock their numbers. I'm not ready to forgive, but I'm not shutting them out forever. Ethan calls once, says he's sorry, but it's half-hearted. I tell him, fix your own life. He hangs up. I'm not his keeper either. Mike checks in, says, you good, man? I nod. Yeah, getting there. My parents are starting to figure things out. Mom got a part-time job. Dad's learning to pay bills online. It's slow, but it's not my fight. I'm building my own life now. Got a small place, saving up, even thinking about night school. Family's still family, but I'm not their backup anymore. They're learning to stand without me, and I'm learning who I am without them. It's not a fairy tale ending. No big hug, no tears of joy, but it's real. I'm Jake, and for the first time, I'm choosing me. If they want to rebuild, I'll listen, but it's on my terms. That's where this road's taking me, and I'm okay with it.